Lastly, we've got Jessica's choice. Heritage Action has started a new initiative to save election integrity called Save Our Elections. Jessica, tell us about the initiative.
So I think we can all agree voter fraud is real, and it has significant impact in two different ways. One, it puts fraudsters in office, but then second, it erodes public trust in our electoral system, and that is real and alive right now in the grassroots. They don't trust our elections. They don't trust our electoral system. So if we're ever going to move forward, I think there's really three things that we need to keep in mind. One, we need to hold everyone accountable that did misdeeds and wrongdoings in November. And then we need to look closely at Nancy Pelosi's incredibly disastrous H.R. 1, which basically would federalize and make permanent all of the dangers of the November election at the national scale. And then we need to start tackling some of these state issues. So this site, saveourelections.com, it's basically got a list of best practices that grassroots can go in and use to audit their state. Where are their state legislators missing laws on the books? Where do we need to push governors with executive orders or with legislation? And then, where are the gaps? Where do things just flat out not exist that need to be in place?
And that's a really important point that I want to push on just a little bit because, having worked with Rudy Giuliani's legal team and done a lot of the election work, it's astonishing at how many state and local officials are not abiding by their own state laws.
Right.
And they're completely bypassing what the books say they need to do. So I just wanted to stress the point that I think a lot of viewers, myself included, had I not been a part of the process, would have thought, well, sure, our state legislature is following their own laws, right? And sure, our governor is following their own laws. But
and they're actually not. And that's why I think the audit is the first piece of this, to actually go in, citizens can see, okay, look, in a state like Georgia, there were 33 laws on the books that were not followed. Wisconsin, there were dozens. This is not just about fixing things of the gaps. It's going backwards and holding those accountable that really misjudged and misused the election process for their aims.
Yeah, well, I'm really grateful for the initiative. I think people will be astonished to learn how much their leaders did not do when it came to the election. But